Hello and welcome to another replica reviews video. Now today we have the review for the Umarex Colt Special Combat. Now this is a fully licensed replica, and as you'll be able to see in a minute, it's got all the markings and some really nice features. Now I've got to admit, I bought this gun purely on looks, so there's not too many features with this one, but we'll go into that in a minute. Now, as you can see, it comes in this really nice box, as you'd expect from Umarex products. And it does kind of show you all the basic bits and pieces on the outside. Now it's a 19 round claimed magazine. I'm yet to really kind of count my shots out too much to confirm this or not. It does have adjustable sights. Again, we'll go into that in a minute. And it's a 4.5mm or 177 BB firing pistol. So what we'll do is we'll quickly have a look what's included in the box. And as you can see, the box is actually quite nice, and it's got some really nice features. But once you open it, all that really comes in here is the manual, which has got all the usual kind of bits and pieces. And you can also see the more tactical version there with a scope. Not really sure why you'd want to buy that, because it's not the most accurate gun in the world. But, you know, each to their own. So we'll move this out of the way. And as you can see, we're left with this really nice, attractive looking gun. So what we'll do is we'll quickly pause the video, move all the packaging out of the way for you, and we'll crack on with the rest of the review. Okay, so here we have the gun once it's out of the packaging. As you can see, it really is a nice replica. It does look absolutely lovely. It might not be to everybody's taste, but I purely bought this one on looks. Now, most of it on the outside is full metal. It gives the gun a really nice feel. The only thing that really isn't on the outside is the tab here for tightening up the CO2. Hopefully you can see that. And also the grips. The slide is full metal. The frame here as well is metal. And various other bits are as well. Now, as far as features really go on this gun, the only real thing worth noting is the safety catch. And that just moves like so. It is only on the one side, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. I do like my ambidextrous settings, possibly because I am ambidextrous, and it is quite nice just to change things up a little bit. As you can see on this side of the gun, we do have just some basic safety warnings here, just saying, you know, it's not a toy, etc, etc. And obviously some really nice Colt logos. Being a licensed replica, Umarex are allowed to use the Colt logos. Kind of makes it a little bit more authentic. And to me, it just kind of completes the look a little bit better. One thing I really like is inset in the grips here, you can see the Colt horse logo there. I really like that, and I really appreciate them putting that in. It just adds to the feel of the gun. Apart from that, really, that's about it. It's got a full-size drop-out magazine that unfortunately, again, isn't ambidextrous. The release catch can only work from one side. The magazine is really good quality. It's really nice to load. The spring isn't too difficult as well. A lot of problem I have with these Cybergun products is the spring in here is way too tight, and it makes life a lot more difficult than it needs to be. The catch on the bottom here is plastic. Again, I personally would have wanted to have put a metal tab on here, but it is sprung loaded, which I really like. So rather than just having it just sort of like blowing in the wind, it does fold itself back up, which I think is a really nice feature. It shows a lot of thought went into the construction of the gun. Now we'll put the magazine to one side, and I'll show you that it does have a movable slide like so, but that's all it does move. You know, that's as good as it gets. What I am quite surprised at today is that the slide release catch has actually worked. Quite a lot of the time it's not enough. There's only a really small area for it to catch on back there. I'm not sure you can see it on the camera, but for me that's one of my main gripes with this pistol. It's got one feature, and then that feature it can't use most of the time for whatever reason. So we'll move it forward and we'll show you the rest of the gun. Now it does feature a single or double action trigger. So quickly reset it there. You can either fire it double action like so. It's a really strong trigger pull. It kind of feels a little bit clunky, a little bit mechanical. To me, I don't necessarily like shooting this one as much, purely because of that. The other option you do have with this gun is to cock the hammer back like so, which in turn moves the trigger back, puts it into single action. Again, there's an awful lot of play here before you actually get to the trigger point, to the bite point, sorry. I'm not too happy with that, but again, it's, you know, it's not designed to be a high tolerance, high quality pistol. It's, you know, you can buy these in the UK from about £70-ish if you know the right places to look. So they're not the top range guns I'm kind of used to, really. One feature I do quite like is the recessed barrel. It does look quite realistic. Hopefully that's coming out in the camera. And obviously you can see the actual barrel inside. Again, it's quite nice, but the only problem is, unlike a lot of 1911 replicas, you can't push this in to field strip it in any way, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, on the whole, really, this gun is purely for looks. If you're after something that you can just hit soda cans down, or fizzy drinks or whatever, this is possibly the gun for you. If you're after something that's a real close to form replica, then I possibly give this one a miss. It does look nice on the shelf. That's possibly about the highlight of the gun, really. I bought it purely for the looks, and I think that's all it really does properly, to be completely honest. I mean, I love Umarex guns, I don't want to be too harsh, but this one for me isn't my personal favourite. I don't think it ever will be. I don't think that as much care and attention went into this one as you do get with some of the other Umarex products. That said, we have put some really lovely pictures of it on our Facebook page. If you want to check that out, either search Replica Reviews on Facebook or follow the link that we'll put in the description below. It does look absolutely stunning. If you get a nice high quality camera like what we've done, you can get some really, really lovely pictures of it. So yeah, if you want to check those out, feel free to pop across. Maybe give us a like if you want. We do regular updates on there. A lot of little mini reviews as well, little bits and pieces that we wouldn't necessarily put on YouTube, but nevertheless are really quite interesting. And you know, they're often good conversation starters. We often put posts up about what gun to get next, and you know, things like that. So if you want to keep in contact with us that way, it's a really good way to do it. Feel free to follow the link or search us on Facebook. If you've got any comments that you want to make direct on this video, please feel free to post them below. We'll do our best to get back to you as quickly as we can. And you know, if you really want to subscribe, we've got loads more videos coming out. You know, it's completely your choice. But thank you for watching another one of our videos, and yeah, see you soon.